so this is like on my nose right here. Hello everyone, my name is Melody and I am coming at you live from, you already know. So in this video, I'm really just gonna be updating you on my life. There is a lot to tell you guys about, but I'm gonna try to keep it snippy. We're gonna try to keep it concise. Let's go ahead and jump into the life updates. I've segmented it into five segments. If you want to go ahead and skip to the apartment updates, I will go ahead and put that timestamp here. But if you are also interested in what I have been up to, then keep on watching. Let's do it. First things first, we're gonna be talking about traveling. Your girl has been on the move more than I really thought I would. I'm gonna run through where I have been since my last video. So last video was in May, so let's do it. All right, so May, I flew out to San Francisco for training for my new job, and then I got back, moved into my apartment, and then like 2 weeks later, I went back to California. My boyfriend was in one of his best friend's wedding, and then literally, I think the following weekend after that, I went up to DC to see my boyfriend for my birthday, and that was in June. I flew to Orlando in July to surprise my mom for her birthday. And as I'm telling you guys all this, I'm gonna try to, you know, insert some pictures. After that, let's see, I went back to California again at the beginning of August, and my company threw a company-wide camping trip for all 1,200 employees. So it was a really great experience. I had a lot of fun. It was good like team bonding, and it also was like a good kind of like dabble, you know what I mean? Like kind of like sticking your toe into like the pool of camping. After I got back from California camping trip, I went to Orlando 2 weeks later, so this was in August, to speak at my golf program that I grew up in. They have an alumni gala every year, and I was one of the speakers. 2 weeks after that was my most recent trip, and that was a road trip. So I flew to Virginia, where my boyfriend lives, and we drove from Virginia to New York, spent a day in New York, and then drove to Canada, where we spent 3 days, and then from Canada drove back to Virginia, and then I flew on back to Atlanta. Your girl has been making some moves, and it's been wonderful, and I really love traveling with my boyfriend. It's amazing to date someone who is just as passionate and it is just as like stable. You know what I mean? Like we have the funds to travel, so it's been so much fun to just like explore new places. On to category number 2, the work transition. So most of you guys know, but if you are new here, previous to my position now at a tech company, I am in finance. But previous to this position, I was a contract teacher with VIPKID. So basically my job, I worked from home. I set my own hours. I had no coworkers. I had no manager. I had no benefits either, like health insurance benefits or anything. So that was what I was used to, and I was doing that for like 2 years. Prior to doing that, I was teaching in Korea. So now I work in an office. I work in like an open office setting. I am in a completely different field. I am now in finance. I have coworkers and managers and like one-on-one meetings, and I have amazing health insurance. It is literally amazing. I am so grateful every day, but it also is just like a humongous adjustment that I have to continuously remind myself that it's an adjustment, because a lot of times I go into new situations and I just feel like I should immediately take to it, immediately get it, and I'm doing well in my job, I'm doing well in my position, but it's just the transition that I personally am going through and getting adjusted to basically like this new work chapter of my life. So it's a blessing overall, but it's just an adjustment. And that kind of perfectly segues into category number 3, which is mental health. And this is actually something I'm realizing I have never talked about on my channel before. So with all the adjustments that I've been going through, moving to a new city by myself, starting a new job, think just entering also into my late 20s, it has just been adjustment on top of adjustment on top of adjustment. So I have started to see a therapist, and this isn't my first time in therapy, but it's been the most transformative therapy that I've ever done. My therapist, I found her on therapyforblackgirls.com. I highly recommend, if you are a Black woman or a person of color wanting to find a therapist that looks like you. And for me, it was really important that my therapist also was a Christian, so I can communicate about my faith to someone who understands where I'm coming from. And it's been amazing to work through some of the things I'm going through and kind of putting a name to things that I've been going through. And so one of those things is social anxiety. I don't know, I just kind of compartmentalized it, and I just always thought of myself as a nervous person, but a nervous person who's able to push past that those nerves and, you know, live life basically. But I have noticed at my job, at work, I have a lot of social anxiety. And it's an open office setting, so it's not like I'm ever not around people. I work in between two people, and then in front of me is another person and a whole row of other people. And it's just all those little interactions. And then I would kind of get into this thing where, oh my God, why did I say that? And then I just go down the rabbit hole of like beating myself up about something that I said, which people are probably not even thinking about, but then I'm thinking that someone's definitely thinking about it and thinking about how weird I am and how unlikable I am, and just all of this, you know, that negative chatter in your head. And so that's something that we have been working on and working through, and I'm super excited to continue to like work on myself in this capacity. Shout out to my therapist, she's amazing. Okay, now on to category number 4, and that is church. As you guys know, my faith in church is super duper important to me. I'm happy to say I have found a new home church in Atlanta. I am really excited to start serving on the new team I signed up with. I'm gonna be on the communications team, which is exciting because it's kind of like doing things like this, you know, like creative, like filming and editing, but doing it for the church and essentially like doing it for the Lord. So yeah, the more things I guess progress with it, or like the more like maybe I film something for them, like I'll definitely share it with you guys. But as of now, that's all I'm gonna say. So that means we made it to category number 5, and that is an update of my apartment space. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm sure that's really what you guys are here for. I don't blame you. I love looking at apartment decor and apartment tours, especially studio spaces, because that's what I have. And before I moved here, I was like, oh my God, how am I gonna separate it? How am I gonna decorate it? So, totally get it. Let's hop into it. Okay, so I know this looks very familiar. This is basically the same view I showed you guys, but now there's so much more here. Let's start with this beautiful rug. I got this from Amazon, and I will link it in the description box below. We have the same couch from IKEA. We have a blanket from my friend Candace. Thank you, girl, I appreciate you. We have a pillow now. One single pillow from Home Goods. We have my TV laptop stand from IKEA, which honestly, love, 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 love. We have a clear acrylic chair from IKEA. So now we have a TV and a TV stand. A TV stand from Wayfair. The TV is a Samsung. My boyfriend helped me pick it out. He is incredibly passionate about TVs. This is actually a picture frame. Actually, how do I explain it? So that thing, I just turned it on. It is a Pixar, there we go. My boyfriend got it for me for my birthday because he knows I love my pictures, and I have like 2 hard drives and they're full of pictures from when I first got a camera in like 2007. So I love my photos, you know, and so it's a way for me to like display my photos and everything. So basically you like, you know, hook it up and pictures will come on here. And it's really great and I really love it. And it was a super thoughtful gift. So thank you, babe. So this is what we're working with. And so things have rearranged. We have a mirror now. This is from IKEA. Shout out to IKEA. And then we have this TV, not a TV stand, this shelving unit that you guys have seen before. I have just moved the location. We have my plant, which I got a new planter for him. He is growing like crazy. And the planter is from Home Depot. And yeah, we have another candle. This is like my jewelry tray, which literally is overflowing. And let's kind of get another angle. So next, I don't know if you guys remember, but when I moved in, I didn't have any bar stools and I like stood right over here and I was like, okay, imagine the vision. There's gonna be bar stools right here. Imagine 2 or 3 bar stools right here. Coming soon, coming soon. Here. So now we have bar stools. I got both of these bar stools from Amazon. It was 2 for $65, I think. To be honest, they're not incredibly comfortable, but they get the job done and I feel like they're aesthetically pleasing. They kind of fit the vibe. So yeah, we rocking with them. And then let's go over to the bedroom. Full transparency, the bedroom is incredibly plain. I'm still trying to figure out like what I want to do in here. Yeah, I don't know. If you guys give me some ideas, if you guys have any suggestions, I do think I want to get something for above the bed, like a piece of art, or make probably some art that has like words on it, like maybe a Bible verse or something like that. I moved my desk in here. I don't know if you guys remember, it used to be over here. So things have just shuffled around, but I am loving how my space is coming together. I decided just today I want to get a bar cart. I never even really got the purpose of a bar cart. And then I was watching this girl's apartment tour video. I was like, oh my God, it's like so cute. And then I looked at like this empty space I have right here and I was like, it would be perfect. So yeah, that's kind of one thing that's on the agenda. And then also, my boyfriend got me floating shelves. I just haven't hung them up yet. And I'm thinking I'm gonna put them on this wall right here because there's like nothing going on yet. So as I'm, you know, doing these things, finding the bar cart and putting up these shelves, I will definitely vlog the process. And thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you guys so much for just going on this journey called life with me. I know that's super dramatic, but like that's really what you guys have been doing. I started this channel when I was in a completely different point in my life. And now here I am, 28, in a new city, in a new industry, in a new everything. And you guys are still here and I'm still able to share what I'm doing with you. And you guys are supportive of my evolution as just like a human and a woman. And I'm just really grateful for this. I'm really grateful for you. I want to be of value and of service to you guys. Yeah, I don't know, that's it. That's all I have to say, but just thank you guys. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any suggestions on like apartment decor, please let me know. And I will be seeing you guys very, very soon. Bye.